Yo, what's up, Atlas Crew? Hey, how y'all doing, y'all? Once again, it's Jared here. And the thing is, I was just looking over some charts and I was thinking, you know what? This is something else I could tell the group about. Now, is this something big? Yeah. Because the thing is, we have the instructors that teach you how to trade. The instructors will give you different strategies, different techniques and stuff like that. So since I'm not an instructor, one more time, I'm not an instructor. I'm just a guy who's traded a little bit. And the thing is, I just want to share with you some of the things that not necessarily they don't teach in some of the classes that I've seen. Some of them they do, some of them they don't. I know a lot of times you get on a class, they'll go to Trading View or they'll go to some different types of, it'll either be Trading View or be MT4, but basically when you are trading, most likely you're trading on MT4. Now you might be trading on your phone or tablet, or you might be trading on your laptop or desktop. So me personally, I am a computer trader. I'm not that much on the cell phone. Now I'll tell you what, when on my cell phone, if I get a trade idea, I'll do that from my phone. Things like that. They give me information, I do that from my phone, but me personally, I don't analyze on my phone. I analyze from a laptop or desktop. So what I was going to do is, every time I do this, I start thinking about, man, I remember when I first got started, I didn't know how to do this, I didn't know how to do that, and I kind of had to bumble around until I found out how to do it. Or I would just have to ask somebody, how do you do that? They're like, you don't know how to do that? It's super simple. Well, I just didn't know. And sometimes we get out here and people expect us to know, and they are super simple, but if no one ever told you, you don't know what you don't know, right? So this is one of the things I want to show y'all, some of the little things of just exploring MT4. So a little this, a little that. These are just some of the basic things that they might not tell you. And you kind of might have to find out on your own, but that's why it's teaching me to trade. Also, I want to teach you some of the things that I didn't get. So here we go. Let's look at the charts. Let's say when you first get started in MT4, no matter which broker you use, it's going to kind of look like this. So let me switch this over so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully this is it. Boom, yes. You'll see it look like this. This is be a demo account. This is a demo account right here. This is how your stuff should look for the most part. Now there's a little differences, but for the most part, this is how the stuff will look. Most likely, when you first get started, it's going to kind of look like this one right here. I'm going to blow this up. Use this on maximize right here. This is how it would look, and it looks like, oh my God, what in the world is this? This does not look like what they be showing on the other things. When I look at the stuff, this will look nothing like that. So I believe in one of my old videos, I taught you how to customize it. So I'm going to run through that really quickly right now. Because like I said, when you first see this looks nothing like what everyone else has. So I want to show you how to do it. So what you want to do is you want to just right click right in the middle, and you want to go down to properties. So once you're at properties, this is when you start changing things. Me personally, I don't like the grid. You can grid trade, and when you do grid trade, you would like the grid, but since I'm not doing that right now, we're going to take that out. So right here where it says grid, we're going to click it down, and I'm going to make that black. Every time you do something here, it will show up how it's going to look right there. So now you see it's all black. So now the grid is gone. Now you're going to have your candles. It's your bull and your bear candle. Bulls are buying, bear is your selling candle. They have it black and white. I like my bull to be green, so I'll go make a green one. And I like my bear to be red, so then I'll hit a red one. Now you see it's still kind of greenish on the outside. Those are your bar up and bar down. So what we're going to do, so our bar up, going up, I can leave that green, but my bar down, I'm going for my selling one, I want to make that kind of red. I don't like it being the exact same color, me personally, so I'll get it as another little offshoot of red. So let's see what this layer looks like. Good enough for me. Excuse me. All right. Don't really have to worry about volume that much, but it's there. Sometimes, if it looks like this, how I got these little line things, which is like, what is that? You want to make it to candlesticks. So that's candlesticks right there. Our colors. So now it should look just like this to right here. So now volume, we're not really going to go into that because it's not showing right here anyway, so we ain't going to worry about that. So we got all our colors here, right? We're going to hit OK. Let's see what happens, and boom. Okay. Now we have the MACD down here. MACD is an indicator, well, kind of like not necessarily an indicator, it's more of the, what do you call those? Expert advisors. What is an indicator? What do you know? Yeah, indicator. That will already be here. I don't use MACD, I use RSI. But if you want to get rid of MACD, all you do is hover over there, right click, delete indicator window, boom, she gone. All right, cool. So now we have just a chart, okay? So there we go. Now, you might go over here and look at your charts. Because we have what it says, JP, pound USD, Euro USD, USD JPY, odd JPY, and odd franc. But you're like, Jared, hey, where's the New Zealand's? Where's all the rest of them? I don't see all of them. They just made a call on Euro NZD, and I can't make the trade because I don't see it. Where is it? I don't see it. Yeah, where is it? I don't see it. This is what you do. So you right click right in here. This will pop up. Now, if you go to say show all, click show all, and boom, here's the rest of them. Everything that you have to offer will be here. Whatever your broker or house offers. So you got your euros, your pounds, your NZDs. Look, you even got your US 30. You got your SP 500. You got all your other ones. There's Bitcoin, Ripple, all the other ones. It's all there. But I didn't know that. No one told me. I'm like, where are all my charts at? So that's one of the other things I wanted to show y'all how to get to that. So click it, show all, they'll pop up. Super simple, but if you don't know, you just don't know. So that's one to show y'all that. Also, what else we want to show y'all? Things that I use. Okay. This is kind of self-explanatory. Click that to zoom in, click that to zoom off. This one here will always bring up the 4 last ones you use, but I like using this because if I'm looking at a couple different charts, let's say I got like 3 or 4 different trade ideas, you just take one of these, for instance, we'll just say this one. I just don't want to do it. Plus, I'm going to tell you, my mouse been acting up, so we might have some mouse problems. You just grab one and you just drag it over.
When are we going to play that basketball game?
When I'm doing with this right here, I'm doing a video right now.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. That's my little trader right there. He was supposed to play a basketball game. He only bring it up because it's like 12:30 at night and he wants a reason to stay up. So we ain't worried about it. Did I drag one over? Let's see. I think I drove this one over, but I want to get one for sure. Here's Canadian Swiss franc. Let's drag it over this way. All right, cool. All right, so that's how you bring different ones over. And then you just maximize or minimize it. Maximize it, and click back over here and put it right back over there. Minimize it. Maximize it. Okay, here's one right here. This is the last one I was looking at. Now, another thing, you have these right here. These are the scrolls. So you can scroll backwards some, scroll forward some. They come in handy when you've been looking way back. You went way back here to check something, and instead of scrolling all the way up, you can just hit this like boom, take you right back to where you was at. So I really like that. Another thing that is important that I like, I believe I didn't do the video. I rehashed one of my old videos about the doing the fibs, my quarter point trade, how I do my quarter point trades. But right over here is where you see your other tools where you can draw all your lines and stuff like that. So if you need to draw a support resistance line or horizontal line, you just click that, And then right over here, and you can draw the line, make the line. So let's say here is a good line right here. All right, now it's looking a little thin. And plus it looks just like the rest of them. So you want to kind of make it look a little bit different so that you know what you're looking at. It matches everything else. So what we're going to do is double click it. And when you double click it, I hope you see these little white boxes that pop up on the edges. You see those? Okay, then you right click and we'll go to horizontal line properties. Click that. Now I can change it. I don't want it to be red or green because everything's red or green. So what do I want it to be? I can make it any color here. Let's say I want it to be purple-ish. Let's go with this light since it's dark, so we should be able to see that. Also, you can change the thickness. So I want it to be a little bit thicker. Boom, so like that. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Boom. Now you see it. We can change the color, change the thickness, make it how we look how we want to. Now I know that that's a definite line right there. So if we look at this right here, this is, you might hear them talk about support and resistance. Support and resistance. What is support and resistance? Okay. Now you see this line. Okay. So let's look how many times you might hear them say the market respected the line. So respected line is where it either starts, stops, or be right around that line, because usually you'll make it a little bit thicker. It might be from here to there. That's an area. So it's a support area. But look, if you tapped it right here, tapped it right there, look, it tapped right there, tapped right there, tapped right here, tapped right there, tapped over here, tapped over there, tapped over here, tapped over there. Now let's see how many other times it gravitated toward that line. Look, boom, tapped over here a few times, didn't quite pass it. Okay, so tapped in there, tapped right here, right there. Look, it just, certain points, it gets to that and it backs off. It gets to it and it backs back down, come in, it backs back up, backs back down, back up. But one of the reasons they call it support and resistance, think of it as you're in an apartment. You're the first floor, and then there's a second floor. Now, on the second floor, this is the floor. It's supporting the people on the second floor. So they're not going to fall through. They're supported by this. So when it's support, you're talking about what's on top coming down. Now over here, you see it's trying to break through. Didn't quite break through. Tried to break through. Bounced off, came back, couldn't reach it. Bounced off, came back, couldn't break through. It's almost through, but that's Friday right there. That's when the market's closed right now. Not quite on the other side. You got to get a full candle on the other side. So it's not quite on the other side. So the ceiling is resisting them from coming through. It's resisting it from coming through. So if you're on the bottom trying to go back, it's resistance. We're trying to break through resistance. We're trying to break through to get on the other side. If we're on the top coming down for a sale, we're fighting to get support. We're waiting to break through support. You might hear say, we need to trade to break through support, or we need to trade to break through resistance. That's support and resistance right there. So you'll start hearing those things. You might hear them say, this is my support area. Once it breaks through my support area, or once it breaks through my resistance area, that's what they're talking about. It's on top or below this the line. And you see it's being respected all around here, you know. It's just like, boom, it gets to here. And I know I'm supposed to be pointing over here. But you get the idea. It's getting over to, yeah, there. I got to point the opposite way because this camera's mirrored. I hope y'all understand that point. So support and resistance, all right? Now, let's look at another one here. Let's look at, okay, how many times you heard them say how many pips we got? Look, it's a 25 pip run right here. It's a 200 pip run. It's a 50 pip run. How do you know how many pips is in the run? Now, well, I got this, but I'm going to show y'all something else. This will show you how you really can tell, because this is what you got. But if you look over here, this little X thing, it's a crosshair. You see that? You see that right there? That crosshair? All right. We're going to click on that. Click on that. Now this crosshair is coming out. So we're going to go to wherever we want to start at. let's say rules down here. We're going to see how many pips that went up. So you click and hold, and you pull upwards. Now you see it's a 6503. Now that 503, you take off the last number, so it'll be 50, right? So 503, you take the last number, take the 3 off, 50. That was 50 pips. So that was a 50 pip run right there. Okay, so if we went from down here, we have to go back. You got to click it every time you want to do it. Go back from here. We want to see how big a run that was. We click and we run that up. If we got to here, that was 76 pips. If we went all the way up to there, that's 112 pips. That's a big run. Now we just need 10, 20 pips, you know. You can do it like that, you know. All it needs is 20 pips. That's all you really need. But hey, I ain't gonna turn down over 100 pips either, though. But I will tell you this: if you see this over here, this is 0.0. This is a pip indicator. Well, it tells me how many pips I got. So instead of pulling that, I can just look over there and say, boom, oh, I got 10 pips, 20 pips, 13 pips, 500 pips, whatever. It'll be right there. So I always see right up here how many pips I got. That's an indicator that you can get. You can download and put it on to your chart. If you are with Atlas, and I would say if you're on my team, I can give you the indicator. But if you're Atlas and you see this and you reach out to me and say, hey, Jared, I would love to get that pip indicator so it'd make it a little bit easier for me, I will give it to you. That's just for Atlas people. So if I signed you up, great. If I didn't sign you up, great. As long as you're with Atlas, I'll give that to you. Sounds fair? Sounds cool? I think so. Because it took me a while to find it. But once I found it, I love it. It makes it so much simpler. I can just, boom, it's right there all the time. I don't have to pull anything. I just know if it's green, that's how many pips I got. If it's red, that's how many pips I'm at negative. So that's one of the things I like about that. What else? Okay. Now, you saw over here, indicator list. I will tell you what, like I said, I don't use the MACD. I like using one called the RSI, which is this one right here. So how do we use it? Yeah, here's my pip thing right here. Pip decimal, a pipometer. That's the thing right at the top there, the pipometer. But RSI, I like using that. So you just take it, drag it over. I'm gonna say blah blah blah. You say okay, boom, there it is. Now I'm gonna tell you with this right here. Sorry. RSI is a relative strength index. They're set at, as you see, 70 and 30. Basically, when it goes past the 70, you're looking for a selling opportunity. If it went past the 30, you're looking for a buying opportunity. Let's look right here. I'm gonna show you another thing. This is something that the person who taught me how to trade, he called this shadow boxing. This is something that you can do as well. Now, this next line right here is a vertical line. What you do, you click that. And let's put it on this peak right here. But you do it up here. See? And if you put it in the wrong spot, just double click it. Then you can move it over to the right spot. Let's move it over to right here. So now we see this is where the peak was. Let's look at the candle. See the peak? The candle is right there. What do we say we look for after we have a peak over? Look for the opposite way. So if it's going up, it's past the 70. What happened after that? It started to go down. Kind of follow the RSI. So once it peaked over to 70, I personally like mine at 80. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Properties. Nope, I don't want that one. I want this down here. Can I? Here we go. Let's do the properties right here. Not you. I'll go over that later, guys. But this is what you would do. You can just go through. But here's another one right here. All right, you see this one? Let's see what happens. Let's draw us a line. Let's shadow box this now, guys. It hit over to 70. Boom. Right there. What happened? The consolidation, it dropped. You see that? Okay, we're gonna do one more. Let's see if we can find one going up. Let's go back here. Let's go back in the time here. Okay, cool. Look at this one right here. It dipped past the 70. Let's get us online. Let's see what happened. Say right about in here. Here. Boom. Right on that candle. What happened? It started reverse, started going up. So that's something that some people use for scalping. I kind of use it basically like it is, like an indicator. It's not 100%. No, it's not 100%, but it's something that gives you an idea of it might be reversing. So shadow boxing is something that I like to do to kind of boost your, how would you say, your confidence in it. Because when you take a trade, there got to be reasons why you're taking that trade. And as one of my friends used to say, he don't take a trade unless he got at least three how he would put it, man, it was a special word he used to say, confirmations. Yeah. See, that right there is a confirmation. It's not saying it's 100%, but if that is looking, that's a confirmation that it might be going up. There's other things that you can look at for confirmations that it might be going up. So that's just one right there. Also, if you put your mouse right on here, you can drag it down some so it don't have to be so big. You can adjust it however you like it. Didn't know that either. So another little tip right there. What else? I don't want to get this video being too long, but oh yes, I think I told y'all before about the fib, using your fib. And I'm trying to look at a good, oh, another thing. Let's say you have these lines up. You don't want them there no more. They're in the way. Like these are starting to get in my way. So how do you get rid of them? I didn't know. Double click. Right click on the box. Delete. It's gone. Double click. Right click on the box. Delete. It's gone. So those easy thing right here to see where were we at before. Okay, here's another one. Another good shadow boxing right there too. But we want to get back to the end. So what do? We hit the red button. Boom. Bring us back. Bring us back. Now we know exactly where we are. Those things do come in handy sometimes. All right. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's look at something here. I want to show y'all something. Let's see if I can find one. Okay. Let's see what AUDJPY is talking about. Do you have what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a quarter point. Oh, there's one right there. You see it? You see it? It's so small. It's so small we can't see it. What do we need? Let's blow it up. Boom. Those things come in handy, right? Alrighty. So let's see right here. Okay, cool. This is one right here. Look at this growth right here. This uptrend right here. Like I said before, I personally like, excuse me one second. I personally like quarter point trades. Now, there are different types of trades that you look for. This is another confirmation. Now me, one of my confirmations is quarter points. What do I mean? Like this right here, like basically just a cross. It's a quarter point, or we call it a doji. Like I think Forex people call them dojis. S&P people call them quarter points. But and this one is very nice because it's two right beside each other, roughly about the same size. So that's even doubly better. I guess you want to call it that. But let's look at, see right here is our fib. We're going to click that, and we go to the prior swing. So the very past swing. So now here was a prior swing, went to the lowest part. We click and we drag. Stop playing with me. There we go. Click and we drag, and we put it on the 50. The 50 is my line. And I put it right in the middle, wherever that cross line is. I put it right there. So if I had saw this trading live, I would have been, boom, my 50 right here. I'm going for a buy. And you see it went all the way to my 0. It went all the way to my 0. Now look at this right here. A little consolidation right there. That might be a support line. I mean, support resistance line. But it don't always go there. But it definitely usually goes up in that direction some. So how many pips was that? Well, if we had our indicator right here and it was live, we could tell you. But let's go back over here. Get our crosshair. Start right here. What if we got up to here? That's 252 pips. That's some good pippage right there. Wait, who said pipping ain't easy? That's a good pippage. So that's one of the things you can do. Use this also as an indicator. That's my fib, okay? And if I want to bring my RSI in here, I drag that over, release, okay? Boom. That one way high. Where is this at? That's 89. So yeah, that's a good one right there. You can tell that's another indication, well, up here, that's going to reverse. So let's shadow box these bad boys. This one right there. Look over here. Look, this is hit below. Let's say right there. And let's see what happened. It got up to here. And once it hit up here, also hit our 0. So we did our run. Then it shot up here. Now it's looking like it's exhausted because we're way up here. It's almost 90. So yeah, it's going to turn down. It turned down some. And went up a little bit more, but it did turn down some. That's enough to tell me to get out the trade. And then we started going down. Look at the RSI. RSI went down below the 30. It's down here near, how far is that? 27? Okay. Well, it started to go back up. So that's another indication. Here's something you can use as an indication, you know. Is it carved in stone? No. Is it 100% it's going to go the other way? No. It's just something that you can look at. This is another indicator toward where you're going and stuff. All right, let me get out of here. Delete. Double click. Delete. Double click. And delete. Alrighty. Also over here, you might hear them talk about trend lines. Well, where do you get a trend line at? You get your trend line right over here. This is your trend line. So let's see. Here's a trend starting off right here. Okay, you click there. Go to your prior swing. And let's get into right here. Some people go up to wicks, some people don't. I don't do up to wicks myself. Right there. So I might be waiting to see when this breaks through this line. And if it breaks through this line, I'll look at it as like going through support, and I'll be looking for a trade, selling opportunity or short opportunity happening up there. That's where you get your trend lines at. Yeah, and those are the ones I use. But yeah, I know this is going on long, but there's just like I said, if you have any questions about MT4, what happens with this, what happens with that, I mean, little questions that you haven't seen or heard someone else talk about, put those in the comments below. I'll try to answer those questions for you. Once again, I'm not an instructor, but I know a little bit about this stuff. So if I can help out, that's what I'm here to do. So till next time, this is Jarrett, JD from NC, J Rock, however you know me. Peace. Oh yeah, by the way, like I said, for these shirts right here, it's by Things Creative. Aladdin Sostre makes these shirts, so if you want one, you can holler at him. If you like them, let me know. I'll holler at them for you. So till next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye. I don't even know how long this video is. Okay, and my mouse is acting up now. Out of all the times, now you want to act up. Okay, later y'all.